Okay, this video is going to be slightly different than normal arcade PCB. I have my Nintendo GameCube here, and the battery has died on it, so it doesn't save the settings. So every time you boot, it asks you to set the date and time, and it's just a simple CR2032 battery, I believe, but it's soldered onto the PCB. So we're going to go ahead and take this apart and replace that battery. So let me go ahead and set my phone up here, and then we will get started. Okay, my GameCube has the Game Boy player on the bottom of it, so we need to take that off first. I got an extra screwdriver up here I don't need, so we're gonna flip this upside down, and I should just be able to undo these. And these are captured, so they won't go anywhere. Alright. Comes off just like that. Set that aside. Okay, so there should be 4 screws, 1 in each corner. They require special tools which you can get on Amazon. Just search for GameCube screwdriver and you'll probably find it. Let's see if I guessed right. Lefty loosey. Okay. This GameCube has never been opened before. From the videos I've seen online, it's pretty easy to do this. So we'll see. We need to turn my iron on, turn my desoldering gun on. I should, these probably not already captured. Nope. Luckily, they're all the same length, from what I understand. These two. Okay. Last one. You can hear the crack. It's never been opened. At least not that I'm the only owner. I don't remember ever getting into it, so. Okay, that's 4 screws we need to keep separate. Flip over. And this should pop right off. Ta-da, simple as that. Okay. A little dusty, not too bad. I don't know if we can see this on the camera, but that's the battery right there, and it's soldered in. This should just pull out. I think it's clipped in. Just like that. There is a little ribbon cable right there. Let me put my old man glasses on so I can see what I'm doing here. So it's this ribbon cable right here that we need to remove. Just nice and blurry there, right? So it just lifts right out. So now we can just take this piece off like that. We're gonna desolder. Oop. We're gonna remove the solder from here and here. And then we're gonna put in a, right, because this battery is soldered in, we're gonna put in a socket for the battery, which I forgot to grab, so let me go ahead and grab that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the socket I was telling you about. Should solder in place, assuming that these pins line up, which I assume they're going to. You know what they say about assuming, though, right? Okay. Let me get some water here in the iron. That's probably way more than I need, but yeah, that's way more water than I need. Should just be moist, not soaking. But let's soak up all the water first. And then I'll go wring it out. Be right back. Hey, you want your sponge moist, not soaked. So that's good. All right, let's clean that off. Nice and clean. Okay, so now we need a Phillips screwdriver. We have 2 screws here and here. One. 2. And then this should come right up off like that. Yeah, that's a 2032. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Then we're going to get a little bit of flux. Not a whole lot, just a tiny. It's more than enough. More than enough. This is the stuff I'm using. I don't know if you can read the part numbers and stuff. If not, put a message below and I'll put down the part numbers. Okay. Let's make sure this is cleaned. Sounds clear. She didn't have a whole lot of solder on it. Okay. Now we'll see if this is the reason you have a desoldering gun, is it just pops right out. Okay. Nice and clean. We can wash that off with some alcohol in a little bit. Okay. Now, does this fit? Do we have to put positive side? This is the positive side, and that is the negative side. So we need to make sure positive side is there. And then the negative side is there. I don't think this is going to fit. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Interesting. Maybe okay, so that's in there. And it's hitting up against this port. I guess I could try putting it on the back, but that would be crazy. Well, okay. Looks like I need to order a different battery. That sucks. That is why they soldered it into the board. Because that will not fit. And I can't cut the socket, I guess you want to call it. And can I bend it is the question. Oop. Let's take a look here. I go like that. I'm gonna have to find a different one with a different footprint. I have some different ones, I think. Let me go take a look. Be right back. Okay, the ones my friend gave me are a little bit smaller. Don't know if that's gonna show up very good. There we go. This is the smaller one. It's not as good a quality. I like the arm that goes over to, but beggars can't be choosers in this particular case. I'm going to go ahead and just install the battery for testing here. Just so I can make sure I'm happy with the way that one works compared to the other one. This is a 2032, and it's going to go like that. That ain't much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my multimeter here. DC. Hopefully that's visible. That looks like it's visible. 3.2 volts. Okay, so that's the battery's good too. Okay. So now what we're gonna do. That one's. I gotta get it out this way, I'm guessing. Like that. So is that gonna be any better? Because if we install it like this, nope, negatives, it's backwards. You have to install it this way. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to slide it in and pop it out that way. That's good. All right. Oop. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to solder this side in. And then I should be able to push the other side down. I don't know if you can see here, but it's just barely rubbing on that. Well, maybe not. It's maybe 0.5 millimeter away. That's not too bad. Okay. So let's start with the other side. Come on. Flow. Oh, not quite. No, we're not flowing around like we're supposed to. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna have to push that in a bit. Let it cool. Okay. Okay, so that one's mostly good. We're going to let that liquefy a little bit and then push on it. Let it cool. And we're flush. And on the board, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe not with the lighting. Let's bring this over here a little bit. You can see on the left-hand side, the plus side of the battery. The bottom side of these batteries are the negative. So the positive goes on the top, which is that top clip. Okay. So now, should be able to just take this battery. Doing this one-handed is kind of weird. Let's see if I can. And let's set this back where it was. Yeah. We'll zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so then we should be able to take this battery, stick it in this way, like that, and we're good. Now on the back side, let's go back to our multimeter. Oh, we want DC, not AC. That'd be why it's kind of freaking out. Okay, so it's not marked on the back as whether it's positive or negative, but this is going to be the positive and that's going to be the negative. 3.2 volts. Which, according to the battery package, does it have the rating on it? 3 volt. Yeah, 3.2. Close enough. Alright, so I'm happy with that. Alright, so now the next thing is reassemble. So we need to put this back in here. So that goes like that. And whatever you do, do not over tighten these screws, because it is going into plastic. Just finger tight, not even bare, you know. Okay, everything's good. All our ports line up again. This is a nice design on the Cube because it, while we're at it, let's go ahead and measure that one. Alright, so negative here. And positive, yeah, we're at 0.2 volts. So yeah, it's a bit dead. Okay. Okay, now the fun part. These little ribbon cables are a pain in the butt. How are we gonna do this? So it's gonna go like that. Probably blocking the camera, but it can only go in one way because of the way it's done here. And it just slides in like that. Okay, and that clicks back into place. We can dispose of that later. Okay, so the handle goes to the back. Everything else looks good on there. Nothing's out of whack. It shouldn't be. I mean, take good care of my consoles. Okay. with these, just hand tighten, finger tighten. I don't need to be super tight. There's the other one. And don't fully tighten them until you get most of them somewhat tight. And you gotta wiggle them around a little bit. They'll eventually drop in where they're supposed to. Okay. Okay. You get a little bit of resistance, but if you get don't crank down on it too hard. Okay. And now we'll put this back on. It goes like that. And take these, screw these down. Okay. All right, now I'll go hook it back up and test it and set the date and hope everything's good. I might set the camera up to do the testing, but I gotta hook it up first. Well, you didn't get to see me probably screw those down because I was zoomed in too much. We'll see. Let's go test it. Okay, GameCube's all hooked back up, and we're gonna go ahead and power it on. There's no disc in it. And then we're gonna look at it on the screen here. Let's okay, get this to, and we'll just use this here. Say yes. Then we do Callan. It's not quite 2049 yet. We could do, how about 2025? Sounds pretty good. Oop, missed it by one. 3. What is today, huh? The 7th. Okay. And it's not that. It is 7, so it's 24-hour time, 17. Let's see, so it's 7. Oh, wait, yeah, we want that. And so it's 7 plus 12, it's 19. Oop. I think 30 is going to be pretty close, right? Let me check my phone again here. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then that should do it. All right. Okay, now I'm going to go shut it off. Let it set for a second. Off it goes. Give it a few seconds. That allows any capacitors that may have a charge to drain, so it's not remembering what I just put in. So I get 10 more seconds and then I'll power it back up. It's probably already discharged all the caps by now, but let's just do this. Okay. Power back up. Okay. And then we're gonna do calendar. And that looks correct. So I think we're done. Alright, well, that's it. Thanks for watching.